Carolina.
And you?
You'll be attending App State next year.
My plan is to become a sociologist.
Yeah, I'll be going to UNCG in the fall for nursing, so I'm ready to go to college.
I'm headed to Virginia Tech, and I'm going to study mechanical engineering.
Congratulations, class of 2021.
Testing. All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 63rd commencement exercise for Walter Hines Page High School. We gather today to celebrate this important milestone in the lives of the class of 2021. Mr. Box, we are ready for the processional. May I direct your attention to the rear of the auditorium where Mr. Marshall Madsen, Chief of Schools, and Mr. Eric Negley, Principal of Page High School, lead our procession. Our stage guests and the Page administrative staff will follow. The Page faculty is organized into departments: Career and Technical Education, Cultural Arts, English, English Learners Department, Exceptional Children, Foreign Language, Mathematics, NJROTC, Physical Education, Science, School Counselors, Social Studies, Student Services, and Educational Support. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise in honor of the Walter Hines Page High School class of 2021. Ms. Jessica Evans, Senior Class President, leads her class. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Page High School JROTC, our national anthem performed by Page High School Symphony, and the Pledge of Allegiance led by the 2021 salutatorian, Ms. Lila Hayes. You are reminded to remain standing until after the colors have been retired. Gentlemen are asked to please remove their hats.
Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Please join me in welcoming our Chief of Schools, Board of Education members, and NC House representative. Please stand and be recognized. Also, please welcome our Page High School administrative staff and our 2021 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Rachel Rodwood. You may be seated.
Good morning. We need to do better than that. Good morning. Thank you so much for being with us to help celebrate our seniors' accomplishments in what is such a monumental occasion for each of them today. To Mr. Mattson, Chief of Schools, GCS Board of Education members, and elected officials that are here with us today, we appreciate your support in helping each of our students soar to greatness in GCS. I know that I am one blessed principal to work with an extremely talented group of students that are here before you, our community, our faculty, and our district. The faculty and staff of Page High have been working alongside you, the family and friends of the class, to develop these young men and women into adults. We know that you are as proud of these young adults as we are. Thank you to the parents, guardians, and support networks who have surrounded and nurtured this class. Can the families of our senior class please stand and be recognized? To the class of 2021, who this year is 415 strong, in just 4 years, you have grown so much. You have faced adversities unknown by previous generations and have emerged stronger, more flexible, and more resilient. Some of you have worked a job or even multiple jobs out of necessity to support your family during this pandemic. Some of you have become homeless or moved multiple times during this time. We also know that this has been a very hard time, both socially and emotionally, for each of you due to remote learning. This required each of you to learn in a way that was unfamiliar to each of you. The most important aspect that has happened is that each of you have shown tremendous grit, which will serve you well in your future endeavors. Despite all of these obstacles that may have tried to slow your journey, you have excelled, continuously pushing the limits to discover new ways to challenge what's always been in hopes of making things better. You've taken challenging classes, giving you a taste of college and high school, and often earning college credit before you even graduate. You've taken courses to prepare you for future careers in the field of your choice. The class of 2021 has 38 seniors recognized as CTE pathway completion and industry-recognized credential recipients, 65 CTE pathway completers, and 2 Guilford Apprenticeship Partner apprentices. Please give each of them a round of applause. Also, your hard work has been recognized through scholarships for future studies. As a class, you have been offered substantial money in scholarships. The class of 2021 has been offered over 270 scholarships, totaling $13,057,367 in scholarships and grants, which is the second highest earned per graduate in Page history. That is truly incredible. We can all share in this great accomplishment and applaud you for your tireless efforts. Clearly, they have paid off. These achievements are only a small portion of your accomplishments while you studied, learned, and matured at Page High School. You have shown the community and the state just what it means to be a Page Pirate, shining both inside and outside of our classrooms. Most importantly, you have shown empathy to the community by having heart and by being willing to care for each other and those who are less fortunate than you. I am proud to announce that the class of 2021 gave back to our community with 14,498 service learning hours. Please give them a round of applause. As you leave us, you set sail on many different adventures, and we know the work that you've done while at Page has prepared you for this next journey. Many of you are continuing your education, and many of you will join our community by entering the workforce. Many of you have answered the noble call to protect our country by serving in the armed forces, one of which has already left for duty. If you are joining any branch of the military, please stand so that you can be recognized. Eleanor Roosevelt reminds us that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. For the past several years, we've watched you all dream big, and we cannot wait to see those dreams become your next steps in the near future. Unfortunately, you have also had to come together as a class during tough times. During your time at Page, you've had to overcome the loss of several students, including the loss of some of your own class. Today, we pause to recognize the families and remind them that we still hold these pirates close to our hearts. Your class experienced a tremendous loss of Cheyenne Boyd and Malik Ramirez. These students lost their lives way too soon. They would have been with us here today celebrating, but instead they are with us in spirit and will be missed by us all. At this time, I would like to ask the Boyd and Ramirez families to come forward and receive their certificates. At Page, we have many time-honored traditions. One tradition is the annual initiation into the Pirate Club. The Pirate Club was established in the spring of 1966 to recognize outstanding members of the graduating class in the hope that they will join forces with those having received the award in prior years. This year, we initiated the class of 2021 into the Pirate Club at Awards Day, but we would like for them to stand and be recognized today as well. When your name is called, please stand. Jessica Evans, Jaden Ellis, Martin Yaquez Doggett, Ava Heck, Flynn Herring, Elena Hooks, Caroline Hunt, Peyton Leonard, Nicole Markovics, William Nevin, Andrew Plate, Trinity Smith, Anna Suhan, Thomas Stewart, and Eric Webb. Congrats to each of you. You truly are fine. You truly are fine examples and role models to our underclassmen of what it means to be a Page Pirate. In closing today, our entire faculty and staff are proud of each of you. I know we have learned just as much, if not more, from each of you than you have learned from us at Page. As you leave here today, know that this class will always be remembered as a very special class that has overcome so much. The slogan on our senior shirts said it all as we started the year. Even a pandemic can't sink our ship. You truly have risen to this occasion through perseverance, grit, and resiliency. We love each and every one of you, and we can't wait to hear about all of your dreams coming true in the years ahead. Congratulations again to the class of 2021.
In 1988, Page established the Salutatorian Award to recognize that senior with the second highest average in the senior class. This year, we award the honor of Salutatorian to a passionate and dedicated young lady. Her English teacher describes her as dedicated to always pushing through the challenges of the year and always delivering her best work. Her hard work has helped her earn the rank of salutatorian with a GPA of 4.74. She will continue her studies next year at UNC Chapel Hill. Join me in congratulating Ms. Lila Hayes. We would like to take a moment to recognize Lila's family. Would the family of our salutatorian please stand? The Faculty Scholarship Award goes to that senior who achieves the highest scholastic average. Considering the rigorous courses we offer at Page and the numerous extracurricular activities our students take part in, this award takes on an incomparable significance. This year's valedictorian is a young lady who has worked hard in the classroom and throughout the school. She has managed to balance not only a full IB schedule, but has also remained active in the school community. Her junior English teacher describes her as genuine and brilliant, and as someone who is always willing to help others. We know that truly great things await her after high school and hope that she realizes that though she also leaves us to continue her studies at Chapel Hill, she will always be a Page Pirate. Please join me in congratulating this year's valedictorian with a GPA of 4.77, Ms. Marion Dewey. We would also like to take a moment to recognize Marion's family. Will the family of our valedictorian please stand?
Good morning, everybody, friends, families, and graduates. My name is Marion Dewey, and I am honored to be speaking in front of you all today. In a year where it felt as though our lives were put on hold and everything that once was normal at Page no longer was, the class of 2021 is finishing with unprecedented accomplishments and the distinction, in my opinion, of being the most adaptable class in history. Just this year, to name a few things, Team Voyage at Page collected over 9,000 items for our community of food. We had a senior student organize and carry out a women's march, mobilizing hundreds of people in Greensboro. The girls' soccer team advanced to their semifinal round of playoffs, playing in honor of their late coach and mentor, Tim Nash. Mr. Nagley was named Guilford County Schools Principal of the Year, and today we will have 415 new high school graduates, which is pretty awesome, and more than I can say for Grimsley, but not keeping score, none of my business. But there is no denying that this group of graduates is truly exceptional. And to be quite honest, I was not involved in any of the things that I just listed, but the opportunity to even be a part of a community willing and motivated to do and accomplish all of this and more brings me hope for a future that so often feels uncertain. This year, profound social challenges facing our generation were brought into focus. For me, it's been because of those challenges that the connection between our personal well-being and the well-being of our community has become so clear. It's also because of those challenges that the message I want to leave you all with today has proved to be more important than ever. Simply put, that message is that right now is the best time for us to reject what once was normal and create our own new normal. A normal where we speak with more intention and spend more time listening to each other. A normal that sets new standards of service and inspires younger generations to position empathy and community at the forefront of who they are. So many people in this room are already leading this change by having done what was right rather than what was expected. And in this case, in our case, it is thanks to the service of teachers, families, and friends throughout the last 4 years that I am entirely convinced not only of the existence of a better normal, but in our collective responsibility in creating it. I'm so excited to be part of what's next for and from the class of 2021. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a high school diploma is a physical symbol that one has successfully finished their coursework and that they have demonstrated mastery of certain prescribed skills. It confirms that our students have been successful in their studies and that they are ready to join the ranks of others who have gone this way before them. Families, as we begin awarding diplomas, we ask for your patience. Please give each parent and guest the opportunity to hear the names of every student. We are proud of all of our students, and we want each student to receive proper recognition today. We realize how happy you are, and we are happy as well, but we ask that you please hold your celebration to a minimum. Please do not let our actions take away from the dignity of this moment for each student and family. I thank you in advance for your cooperation. At this time, I would like to ask our Chief of Schools, Board of Education members, and House Representative to please take your places for the awarding of diplomas. Cadets, we are now ready for the first section of seniors.
Ready?
Jessica Rose Evans. Tanaya Jael Adams. Remy Rogalat Adamson. Ademola O. Adesanya. Charmaine Kistner Laxon Agamata. Sergena Ala Magar. Jalen DeAndre Alexander. Ranim W. Alahabsha. Mikel Musa Ali. Reagan Amelia Allen. Christian James Allison. Shadiman Moe Alred. Emily Hannah Ali. Ramsha Asaya Amen. Daniel Elijah Andrews Jr. Rashana Jerion Arant Henson. Daniel Felipe Ardilla. Bodie Keller Ukon. Zaya Ainu Sue. Micaiah Brianne Bailey. Gabriel Cage Barber. Deja Tanae Barrett. Naya Noel Barrow. Emily Taylor Beaupre. John Hamilton Bissiker. Luke Wayne Blackwelder. Benjamin Donald Blasdale. Coleman Wood Babette. Carissa Marie Bodie. Erin Niel Bordeaux. Keyshawn Travis Braswell. Daquan Jermaine Braxton. Chance Allen Brockway. Christ Lee J. Brown. David Collins Brown. Gabriel James Xavier Brown. Ayana Jordan Amaya Brown. Jameer Omar Bryant. Bahati Jocelyn Bayamba. Olivia Ryan Caldwell. Kyle Lamont Calvin. Brooksky Monet Canty. Zakari Nicole Capers. Joseph Davis Carney. Emma Claire Carpenter. Jade Sade Carr. Jalen Asha Carr. Amira Rashid Carter. Courtney Michelle Carter. Tyler Reese Carter. Jemiah Elizabeth Carthon. Danielis Castro Rivera. Cameron Messiah Catus. Turner Woodson Chambly. Diamond Renee Chavis. Diane Linda Felice Clements. Alexander Bryce Coe. Tayshawn Jeremiah Coleman. Brandon Gregory Collette. Benjamin Dwight Collins. Bryson Taylor Collins. Stephon Jamal Compton. Zion Jacoby Connor. Andrew Glenn Cook. Jalea Christine Corbin. Destiny Love Cosme. Lily Laura Cox. James Foster Crenshaw. Jaquane Joshua Crockett. Keena Marlake Dials. Miracle Kindreza Dials. Carmen Anisette Dale. Keandra Michelle Daniels. Gavin Preston Duray. Ethan Alexander Davidson. Ayana Latisse Danielle Davis. Zamaya Denise Davis. Mario Alberto de la Torre Garcia Jr. Grace Elizabeth Dunui. Jackson Morel Denaya. Hayden Alexander Dennis Horton. Marion Catherine Dewey. Aminata Yuwa Dawara. Amadou Balem Diambara. Mamadou Bojaja Diambara. Joshua Josiah Dockery. Martin Yaquez Duggett IV. Veronica Gloria Dohig. DeAndre Jamal Duke. Jean DeCouze. Grace Sue Dunway. Jada Nicole Duncan. Calvin Moss Dunham. Caitlin Elizabeth Dunlay. McKenna Catherine Durbin. Anna Stewart Edmonds. Samuel Briggs Birdsong Edwards. Sarah Lynette Edwards Drawn. Rezan Boshara El Bashar. Jaden Antoine Ellis. Cameron Alexander Emmerich. Winston Lewis Eskridge. Samaria Nicole Etheridge. Nicole Adelia Everett.
Brooks Townsend Faribault. Meredith Xenia Finney. James William Ferguson. Carly Hall Ferrero. Alexis Nicole Philman. Caitlin Elise Fleming. Spencer Allen Fleming. Raisha Amado Fondo. Okay. Michaela Dawn Ford. Ayashan Daquez Unique Franklin. Joshua Nicholas Fuentes. Naeem Shamir Gainey. Anson Julian Galupo. Marari Elisa Gandia. Desiree Hope Gardner. A. Ku Gay. Hayden Gray Gentry. Michael George Jeremiah Gilman. Janae Niani Latoya Gilliard. Hannah Elizabeth Godwin. India Monet Good. Eddie Emmanuel Granados Valadez. Elena Fair Granowski. Kamaya Grant. Alex Eugene Grant. Damir Green. Michael Anthony Strader Green. Bianca Nicole Gregory. William Anderson Gresham. Zaquan Shaim R.J. Griffin. Jack Aaron Grossman. Sarah Elizabeth Grubb. Rachel Hannah Gunther. Madeline Jane Geyer. Mary Claire Haldeman. Carolyn Ruth Hale. Kyron Malik Hamlin. Shalom Mahdi Hamado. Carner Marshall Harden. Jasmine Kristen Harley. Ali Hakeem Harris. Justice Latrell Harris. Maya Ariana Harris. Taylor Lynn Harris. Michaela Nevaeh Hassan. Isaiah Nariah Hauser. Elizabeth Angel Haven. Moses Havagamana. Ajane Denise Hayes. Lilla Elizabeth Hayes. Sarah Elizabeth Hayes. Ava Grace Heck. Margaret Harper Heckman. Brianna Joy Helms. Asmar Rashid Hemphill Jr. Trajan Corey Lee Henry. Jazik Xavier Herbert. Flynn Moore Herring. Elmer Hernandez Martinez. And Elizabeth Hertwig. Sincere Michael Hines. Kayla Simone Henson. Ashley F. Hirschman. Bridget Joanne Imagine Hoffman. Dominique Xavier Hollingsworth. Donovan Chase Holloway. Elena Suzanne Hooks. Miracle Monique Hopkins Watson. Khadijah Monet Horner. Haven Marie Hubbard. Yusina Huerta Garcia. Stephen Murray Humphrey. Caroline Ruth Hunt. Catherine Grace Hunter. Natalie Danae Hurst. Griselda Ibarra Gudinez. Christopher Tyler Engel. Nikolai Sveta Slavovich Isayev. Jason Edward Eisler. Adrian Elizabeth Ivy. Alexander Nicholas Jarrett. Alina Nala Jenkins. Jewel Catherine Jenkins. Serenity A Miracle Faith Jenkins. Tanzania Nicole Johnson. Tayshawn Amir Johnson. Charles Richard Jones IV. Courtney Simone Jones. Delaney Elizabeth Jones. Dream Lamia Jones. Ellison Bartley Jones. Emmanuel Makai Jones. Jalen Maurice Jones. Ade Takai Jones Addison. Ashori Kafle. Jamina Kahendo Kavusa. Dylan Christina Key. Cecil Sindal Kalala. Sungezo Kalala. Ella Capri Kimbrough. Bragan Renee Claber. Ong Coco. Frank Karoma. Bando Kapa. Darim Kapa Sue. Kasara Kalen Krajan. Amir Krazalik. Asia H. Kasor. Boom Kapa. Tina Kasor. Connor Michael Lax, Jose Manuel Lara Perez, Zach Garrett Laws, Austin Joseph Lejeune, Asheri Terriana Lee, Yasmin Chanel LeGrand, Mark Lentz, Peyton Shemaya Leonard, Rachel Morgan Lesser, Anaya Janae Lewis, Tanzania Molly Lewis, Corin Garrett Lau King, Kaylin Desiree Little, Georgia Marie Laughlin, Calvin Lemieux, Ethan Long, Sydney Taylor Long, Melvin Jose Lopez Gillian, Lillian Simone Hardy Luking, Jalen Kamari Lynch.
Romisha Magar, Calvin Mackay Malloy, Makaya Asha Sorrell Malloy, Everine Manunga, Nicole Josephine Markovics, Katira Monet Marshall, Amaya Simone Martin, Samuel John Martin, Tyler Robert Martin, Bennett Raider Martinez, Justin Tyree Mateau, Michael Rashad Maxwell, Bradley Scott Mayer Jr., Ian Sinclair Maynard, Reagan Olivia Maynard, Davina Babazi, Henry Swain McAllister, Dante Lee McCall, Joshua Stephen McCauley, Janaya Shantia McCollum, Liza Grace McCord, Patrick Finley McDonald, Jackson Gray McGarrigan, Isaiah Odell McGirt, Renice Alexandria McKenzie, Liam Patrick McKiernan, Xavier Nakia McKinnon, Alan Daniel McLean, Amir Jaquay McNeil, Caesar Luis Medina Para, Dexter Dylan Medina Franco, Carly Elizabeth Meyer, Emma Reese Meisinger, Tanaya Latrice Melton, Alexander Mendoza Benitez. Iman Cheyenne Miller. Wayman Devon Mills, Jr. Gabriella Sierra Miranda. Michael Richard Mitchum. Dylan Matthew Macharnik. Muhammad Ali Muhammad. Koyona Zykia Monk. Kevin Montez. Isabel Tiana Moore. Catherine Stockton Moore. Victoria Luck Moser. Fatima Mosqueda Juarez. Jaquan Demetrius Motley. Paige Allison Moton. Mitumba Miswi. I'm gonna do it again. Mutamba Misinwa. Camila Dolores Muhammad. Badu Nyange. Jason Michael Monday. Mabel Duba. John Robert Nemeth. Jana Garlita Newman. Kelly Nguyen Rickham. William Fuller Niven. Sophia Claire Nutt. Aramis Octavius Oddister, Jr. Natalie Ojeda Luis. Jasmine Claire Orr. Rolando Ortiz Parada. Caleb Douglas Owensby. Isabella Juliana Pack. Rainey Araya Palmer. Isaac Parada Lucero. K.R. Michael Parham. Olivia Adrianice Parker. A. Lei Pa. Martin Sebastian Paz. Lily Mae Perry. Peyton Thomas O'Brien Peters. Campbell Aaron Feaster. Daryl Robert Pfeiffer II. Jacob Alexander Phillips. Dylan Antonio Pino. Andrew James Plate. John Scott Poland. Sequoia Pompey. Henry Logan Porter. Alex Ezekiel Posey. Dominique Deshawn Powell. Tanner Stronick Price. James Hilliard Prysock III. Nantrice Kayana Zaire Pruden. Blee Poo. John Wesley Purdy IV. Hannah Tuprong Kwong. Jorge Elamy Quintana Maldonado. Jackson Patrick Refanan Sear, Halia Rollin, Lourdes Rangel, Alexander Javier Rangel Ortiz, Luke Eugene Rasco, Christian Azad Ray, Allison Kaylee Rickham, Pei Ray, Josue Reyes Velasquez, Mariam Nazreen Muhammad Richardson, Scott Siebel Richardson, Ashley Charlene Jazette Rivers, Juliana Rama, Santiago Rama, Christine Lee Roberts, Emma K. Rodden, Zachary Anthony Royer, Clivania Descents Ruffin, Rosa Hayward Sackett, Samaj Raquel Savage, Ikeria Linier Scales, Lauren Victoria Sellers, Kimberly Elizabeth Sepsi, Harper Bedell Shepard, David Scott Sherrill, Jonathan Mark Sigmund, Gabrielle Unique Simpson, Gabrielle Unique Simpson, Tu Sue, Peter Baxter Smelzer, Grayson Whitaker Smith, Tariq Shamar Smith, Trinity Grace Smith, Habibatu Sakona, Anna Ruth Sohan, Zaria Rochelle Spencer, Holly Carolyn Spong, Joey Isaiah Stark, Luke Alexander Starkey, Brandon Kyle Askew Stevens, Thomas Earl Stewart IV, Janice Oria Stubblefield, Subina Tamang, Anaya Tania Tarpley, Anaya Gabriel Taylor, Len Thee, Leland Keyshawn Thomas, Brianna Ashley Thomas Forster, Demetrius Contrell Thompson, Zariana Carlia Renee Thorpe, Anna Christina Tonche Garza, Benjamin Two-Prong Wang, Haley Grace Truelove, Jimmy Umanzero, Stephanie Vallejo Salinas. Chadwick Edward Van Hook. Ruby Esmeralda Vaquera Lemus. Hector Moses Varela Jr. Victoria Solange Vernon. Kellen Eric Vestal. Teresa Juanes Vital. Lillian Michelle Vizuth Perez. Ruth Vore. Catherine Volkova. Benjamin Russell Vota. Tiaja Leandra Robbins. Benjamin Henry Walraven. Cameron James Walters. Jelani Irene Warren. Sierra Louise Washington. Deasia Monique Watkins. Eric Jameson Webb. Zachary Joseph Welliver. Mason Glenn Wentz. Jenna Elaine Witt. Imani Diane Wiggins. Antoinette Denise Williams. Elijah Charlie Williams. Jalen Dion Williams. Tiaja Janae Williams. Tahira Nicole Williams. Tashira Brianna Williams. Zion Jasper Williams. Alana James Wilson. Caroline Wilson. Samuel Paul Wilson. Tavon Kyrie Winsett. John Robert Wojnar. Ayanti Tazaya Womack. Walter Charles Wright III. Abdul Hamid Ziba. Hawa Ziba.
Mr. Matson, please join me at the podium. Seniors, please stand. Mr. Matson, on behalf of these students sitting before you today, properly attired in their ceremonial cap and gown, I certify that their records are in order and that they have successfully completed the prescribed course of study leading to the North Carolina High School Diploma as mandated by the North Carolina State Department of Public Instruction and are recommended for their high school diplomas.
By the power granted to me by the state of North Carolina and the Guilford County Board of Education, and upon receiving verification of your credentials by the faculty of your school and your principal, Mr. Eric Nagley, I offer my personal congratulations and recognize you with all of the rights and privileges as graduates of Walter Hines Page High School. You may now turn your tassels.
Please join the Page Symphony and the class of 2021 in singing our alma mater. You will find the words printed in your program. Mr. Box. Congratulations again to our graduates, the class of 2021, the newest alumni of Walter Page Hines High School. On behalf of the class of 2021, the faculty and staff, we thank you for your presence here this morning and hope that you have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats while the senior class exits. Our graduates will meet you in the parking lot.
things real quick. Just